What is up, all you adventure bike lovers? Welcome to episode 1 of my ultimate adventure bike build series. Obviously you can see here I have an Africa Twin. This is my 2016 and we're going to go through this thing top to bottom. Whether you have a 2016 or a current model, a lot of the stuff we're going to do to this bike will apply to your bike also. We're going to change out the wind control system, all the hand controls, all the suspension, front and rear, crash bars, affordable lighting, seat, full exhaust, get a tuner on the engine, luggage, foot controls, you name it, we're doing it to this bike. So what we're going to upgrade today is the stock seat. This seat's very well known for not being very comfortable, especially on longer rides. I literally 30 minutes, 45 minutes in the saddle and I need to stand up. It also starts looking really dingy and dull and it makes the bike just look tired. So let's get this seat off and I'll show you what the new one's going to be. Ta-da! Here's my new Corbin seat. You can see what a difference in the way it looks right away, right? It's got this nice shape to it that fits your body. It is a one-piece seat. Got a nice wide deck back here for your passenger. For my seat, I chose red leather here. And then down here, I chose like a carbon fiber look, and then just some white piping here. You could go with all black, whatever you choose. The great thing about the Corbin seat is you can custom order this in a lot of different ways. You can choose the leather, and when I say leather, this is real leather. It's not some cheap synthetic stuff. So you've got different materials and colors you can choose here. Materials and colors you can choose along here. You can choose the color of piping. If you've got the white, red, and blue version of the Africa Twin, they've got a beautiful seat that a lot of people choose for that. I'll show you that here. What you also see here is I ordered the heated version. So there's a switch right here. You just turn that on and it heats up the seat. So we're going to test that out. And then just about 2 weeks ago, I did a 3-day ride on this. Really long ride from Southern California up to Monterey and back. And the seat did wonderful. So something else I want to tell you about this seat is you can get a passenger backrest for it. This right here, I'll show you how that goes in the back of the seat there. And so that's a really nice option. I take the wife for rides once in a while and she likes to have that back support. So this is great. Does anybody else offer this? I don't think so. All right, so back here there's a little plastic door that just slides open and makes an access hole there. So you got your backrest and it's got a square metal bar here with a threaded hole at the bottom. And then it comes with a screw, even comes with an Allen wrench. So it looks like we just slide that in until it stops. Then we go to the bottom of the seat and there's a hole right here. We just put the screw in that. I want to put a little bit of blue Loctite on here first. Nothing worse than losing a bolt. There it is. Now, I want to show you something before we put the seat back on the bike. Take a look at the backrest. Look at the pan on this thing. Very well made base pan. It's got these nice rubber grommets here for resting on the frame. The seat cover itself is held on with rivets instead of staples. So that's really nice. Here's the wiring for the heated seat. They give you another end of the wiring here that just plugs into your fuse box. Attaches to the ground on your frame. Super easy to do. It's got all the instructions for you. It literally mounts up in like 10 minutes. With that said, let's get her back on the bike. It's always a little bit easier to get your seat on and off if you turn the key. All right, there it is. Looks great. Wife's gonna love it. Now, if you do have a case back here, you might have some interference issues. I did have like a little Pelican box and I took it off because it was hitting. So I'm just gonna have to move the Pelican box back a little bit if I wanna still run it. So, there's some things to consider there. Now, what I wanna tell you about this seat is, I noticed when I was riding up north and back that my normal riding position is like right here. So you can see I'm not really wedged into this cup of the seat right here. But I did notice, like, if my butt started to hurt just a little bit, and if I was going down the freeway, if I just slid back like this a little bit and rode like that, I was like, it feels nice. You get a nice wider area dispensing, the pressure against your, your butt. So it actually felt pretty good. You know, at first I was kind of like, it's kind of weird. You know, I'm used to sitting right here. But sitting right here, just cruising along, you know, I got used to it really quick. Another thing you'll notice about the seat is that it's a firm seat. It's not like super firm, but it is a little bit firm. It's not like this spongy, soft seat. But I've noticed for me, I've always liked my seats on my bikes to be a little bit firmer. I've noticed that softer seats tend to hurt my bottom worse. So a couple things to think about. But yeah, this seat feels so much better than the stock one. I don't feel like I'm sitting in this valley anymore. I feel like I'm sitting a little more on top of the bike because it just doesn't have that gas tank seat transition. It's a little bit flatter right in this area right here. So you'll notice right away that you feel different on the bike. Another thing, you can get this seat in a low version if you want it lowered. I think it's 1 inch lower. I just ordered the standard height. But yeah, I mean, this seat is worth every penny. All right, guys, so I left my neighborhood, which is about a mile ride, and I can already feel the heat coming in through the seat. And I've ridden about 2 miles, and it's a pretty chilly day here in Southern California. You can tell by the cloud cover. It is November, so it's probably in the low 50s. Not freezing, but pretty cold. But yeah, the heat in my saddle feels really nice. Never had that before. So it does heat up really quick. And what it does is it gets to a certain level and then it just stays there. It's not going to keep getting hotter and hotter, of course. I'm liking it, man. It feels nice. Now, if you want one of these custom seats, if you order the seat just by itself, no heat, no backrest, you're looking at $618. Now, if you add the heat, that brings the price up to $783. If you order the backrest separately, that's another $328. So for the heated seat with the backrest, right around $1,100. You can always tell the 300s by the sound. 300, 400. Anyways, if you ride somewhere where it gets really cold and you're just always fighting to stay warm, I mean, the added heated seat element, I give it a 10. Now, you might be thinking, my butt never really gets cold when I ride. And I kind of thought the same thing, but having the heat come into your body through your seat, it's helping keep my legs warmer and my torso warmer. So it's not just about your butt, it's about pushing heat throughout your body. Maybe not so much into your arms, maybe a little bit, but it's a broader heat than just your butt. But I'll say this, it is just a nice luxury to have. I want to pull over here. I want to feel how warm the seat is with my naked hand. My hand's a little bit chilly. So yeah, it's more of a warm feeling with your naked hand. Obviously, you don't want it to be really hot. That would be too much. It's definitely warm. Oh, by the way, too, it also keeps your passenger warm also. It's not just the rider area. It's the entire seat. So obviously, because I haven't been sitting here, it's not quite as warm, but I can actually feel the warmth in the passenger area. Nice. Okay, so once you go over to Corbin.com, find your motorcycle, scroll down here to Africa Twin. So you can see here they have seats for the 2022 version in high and low, and then 2016 to 2019, high and low, and then also just the front seat. So, one thing I want to say about the high seat, don't let that fool you. My bike doesn't feel any taller than before, so know that. Let's go to high seat here. So what I want to show you is how you order your custom seat. You just go to order, and you can see here, right here it says design it. So let's go here. So once you click anywhere on this image, this panel right here will pop up, and this right here, the top selector, is your main top leather here. You can scroll up and down, you can see all the choices. Look at this. Even have like sparkly material like the old Schwinn bicycle seats. Pretty cool. Perforated, alligator, synthetic Kevlar or synthetic carbon fiber. A lot of different ones. Here's the red that I chose here. So, and then for the sides of the seat, once again, you have a ton of choices. Leather, vinyl, all these different colors. For the stitching, these are your choices in stitching. Now, you don't have to do the diamond stitch that I had done. They also have more of like a straight stitch if you want to change that up. The logo on the side, you can choose the color of that. It's but it's either printed or embroidered. I don't remember. And then here's some options, conditioner and such. And then you just save it. All right, guys, that does it for this episode of my Ultimate Adventure Bike Build Series. Make sure you subscribe, hit the subscription bell. Hopefully you get notified. A lot of cool episodes yet to come. See you guys in the next one.